Defense.
It has to be balanced by one insanely good offensive player, I think.
Yeah.
Then the history of Madden says that the cover guy always gets a huge hookup. Eddie George, Ray Lewis, whoever it may be. I think it's going to be Mahomes.
We'll see. Hashtag GMFB with your thoughts.
I changed my mind.
To who?
Todd Gurley.
You think it's going to be Gurley?
I think it's going to be Gurley now. Yeah. Thought about it during the break. I'm going with Todd Gurley.
I hope
Final
it's C.J. Anderson.
answer?
Put him on there.
Final answer.
C.J. Anderson. There we go. It's time for Throwdown Thursday.
Throwdown Thursday. Go on.
Throwdown Thursday. Let's talk about some veterans, shall we? Bills running back, also weird to say, Bills running back Frank Gore, Cardinals receiver Larry Fitzgerald. They're both on the verge of rising even higher on the NFL's all-time leaders list. Let's take a look at how close both vets are to reaching these milestones. Yeah, third most rush yards, not too shabby. Second most receptions, they are getting up there. Larry behind Tony Gonzalez, Frank behind just Barry Sanders. And yeah, that's pretty wild. They're almost there, guys.
Tony Gonzalez was a maniac. He's up ahead of Larry as a tight end.
Riddle
That's
me
awesome.
this. Whose longevity is more impressive? Frank Gore or Larry Legend?
As much as I love Larry,
Yes.
one of my favorite players, favorite dudes in the world,
Okay. We all love Larry.
it has to be Frank Gore.
Yeah.
Just for the simple fact that the running back position, it's all about taking hits and the wear and tear. It usually breaks running backs down around 5 years, 6 years. I mean, we're having a conversation now about Todd Gurley as if he's going to come back and be a bum because we hear about arthritis in his knee. Frank Gore is balling at this age, which is ridiculous. And here's the thing. If he was a finesse running back that ran a 4.22 and just ran around everybody for his entire career, it wouldn't be as impressive. But a simple fact, he's an old school bruiser. It just makes what he's doing just an incredible feat.
It's kind of unfair to Larry. Every time we show his numbers, my initial reaction is like, oh my God, Jerry Rice was incredible. Because he's still so far behind Rice. And now it's about Tony Gonzalez. I saw Jerry Rice do things north of 40. They were incredible. I saw T.O. do things at 38. It's unfair to Larry because he's incredible. But the answer is Frank Gore. Frank Gore, guys, I don't know if anybody, maybe John Riggins and Adrian Peterson, has ever done what he's doing. And he's not one of these little scat backs, third down, come in, run out of bounds. He's still a physical runner right in the A-gap. And, like, he fell to the third round when he was drafted. Yeah. Why? Because of knee concerns, of all things, at Miami. People are like, he won't be durable. We're worried about his knees. And here we are in 2019. He's still doing his thing. It's Gore.
Even though he doesn't pass protection, I'm looking at this list. He ranks ahead of Walter Payton, Emmitt Smith, Marcus Allen, all of them. And he's still going at a position that running backs are lucky to be 30 and still be productive. And he's 36.
Falling.
Still doing it, and he'll be doing it for the Bills this season. We had Julie Ertz on the show, two-time World Cup champion, right here at the breakfast table before the parade of champions went down blocks away from us. It had us here at the breakfast table thinking about power couples, especially you, Kyle Brandt. So let's talk about a matchup of two celebrity couples. Who would you rather hang out with? Tom and G, J-Lo, A-Rod.
I'm not choosing J-Lo and A-Rod. I salute A-Rod because he's made this incredible comeback from being a pariah to practically a national treasure. But I remember the old A-Rod. I'm good on that. I would say Brady and Giselle. Giselle first got my attention. She was in a 2004 movie called Taxi with Jimmy Fallon and Queen Latifah.
That's how she got your attention?
Oh, yeah. Got on my radar. However, I'm going to go off the board on this. I have a new one that got my attention. My favorite sports couple right now are the Van Noys. Patriot Kyle Van Noy, who is an awesome guest. That is his wife, Marissa, a former Miss Utah USA. Van Noy, after the Super Bowl, he was their best defensive player in the best defensive Super Bowl ever played. Fantastic. I love them. They were out last night on the red carpet. Incredible. Rings, PDA, which I respect. The Van Noys off the board for me, my favorite.
I'm going to go A-Rod and J-Lo.
How come?
Well, A-Rod, former Mariner.
Does it have anything to do with A-Rod? Just
nah.
Seattle?
J-Lo.
You wrote in an answer.
You mentioned taxi.
What did you put your hand up for?
Seen out of sight.
You said off the board. Somebody else.
Seen out of sight.
Didn't.
J-Lo.
I seen out of sight.
Okay, all right. No disrespect to A-Rod. I'm saying J-Lo at one time was the hottest chick in the game. You know, so I'm going to just kick it with two greats, two legends. I'm not trying to, you know, be disrespectful.
I would love to hang out with Giselle.
J-Lo was in
I love
living
everything
color.
about it.
How come? Like, what
we're
would you
going
do?
to Costa Rica. We're riding horses. We're doing yoga with self-love, self-care, all of that. I'm hanging out with Giselle.
I'm trying to get all the stories about them living color days, the Diddy days.
Yeah, Fly Girls.
Fly Girls.
Nate, you got something there.
I'm going with J-Lo. She got stories.
I feel like Giselle would be transparent. If you got Brady one-on-one, he would be. I don't know if J-Lo and A-Rod would ever, like, take it down. You know what I mean?
They're machines.
Really let me know what's
She's just Jenny
going
from the
on.
block. That's all she is.
Okay. There's some major changes taking place in the NFL in 2019, one in Cleveland, the other in New Orleans. Check out the new haircut. I can't believe we haven't talked about this yet. Here it is. Oh, it was the debut for the new Browns receiver. New look, new you.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
Do you, Nate?
I do. Because here's the thing.
You cannot like it, Nate. I don't like it.
Why did we choose this photo?
No, here's the thing. I was getting tired of the hair, so that's why I like it. It seemed like at one point he was just trying to keep up with this image of having the blonde hair, and he was just dyeing it and dyeing it and dyeing it. And then after a while, it just started looking like Top Ramen. And I was like, all right, Odell, let's go to something new. So now all of a sudden, my guy came with the low cut, nice and fresh and chill. You ain't got to worry about no more head and shoulder commercials. I'm going with this cut right here. You know why I like this too, though? Because here's how guys change their hair. I don't know if you were like this, Kyle, but I was. Whenever I changed my hair drastically, there was a change in my life.
Women
and how
do
I
that
look at
too.
things. Okay, so I think new hair, new Odell.
Yeah. It had to end
want a new
eventually.
Odell.
I don't either. Like, Trebek had to shave the mustache at one point, and people hated that. We always talk about Odell as a rock star. Rock stars cutting their hair gets real dicey. I'm going to take you back to the 90s. Metallica was the biggest band on the planet. They came out with the Load album. They were wearing pimp suits with cigars and short haircuts and fedoras, and their fan base was very angry about it. My personal memory of this, I went to a Princeton football game, Princeton of all places. Defense gets a 3-and-out, runs off the field. All the guys sit down on the bench and take their helmets off. I'm telling you, 6 of the 11 guys had the Odell haircut. It was that big, that cool. Maybe he's on to the next big thing, but I feel like, hey, I already missed the blonde. I love it.
I missed the blonde, and it's not like he did something else that's going to make him stand out. I've seen other people with that hair, and in football where you wear a helmet, marketability is important. It's why Clay Matthews still has really long hair, in my opinion.
Agreed.
And why it helps them. So it's almost like he's saying, I don't need that. I don't need this hair. I stand out. My work's going to speak for me on the
Switch it
field.
up.
But I want to compare him, since it's Throwdown Thursday, to another sort of look that got our attention earlier this week. Saints defensive end, friend of the show, Cam Jordan. This mustache is new. So what's a better look for 2019? Odell? Cam.
Does he have eyeliner on?
I don't know.
The eyes are intense on my guy Cam.
Cam Jordan's mustache definitely better than Michael Jordan's. I would go with that because I think Cam's is temporary. I don't know if Cam's gonna take the field all year and rock that thing. You know what I mean? Like, he understands his public image and everything. I think he was having fun, which is something he's great at. I think, though, it is better than Odell's because my heart's a little broken about Odell's haircut. It is. I loved it.
Get over it, Kyle.
I think that's a generational haircut. I mean that. Like, flock of seagulls back in the day, like 20 years from now, I'll be like, remember when guys were wearing the blonde hair on the top? I think Odell did that.
I remember one day Jay-Z said, I'm not wearing throwbacks, I'm wearing button-ups. And every young black kid that had a throwback tucked that jersey in the closet and they started to dress up. I guarantee you this.
Go on.
Half of them Odell haircuts that are running around in little leagues and high schools and college.
It's coming off?
Yeah, he's a trendsetter, so they're going to do the same thing.
One thing you both do, you know how long it takes to become a blonde? No. Like, it's excruciating. I've never done it, but
do we have pics? Hold on.
No, I've never been blonde, but I'm saying the process.
It takes like 30 minutes for a black dude.
The process to
What
go.
is it?
What?
Yeah, man, I could do it at the house. I used to dye my hair by myself.
I just feel bad for these poor kids who went blonde recently because it is expensive and takes a lot of work, and now they're like, what?
I thought this was the cool thing. I got the calendar.
I'm gonna keep it real, man. Some of these kids with the half hair and half blonde, it don't even look fresh. So yeah, some of y'all need to go ahead and cut it off anyway. Maybe this is a good thing.
Well,
Just saying.
tell us how you really feel.